There are a couple of things which you have to understand when you're trying to communicate with your dog. The first thing you have to understand is that dogs are masters of body language. They read your hand signals, they read your posture, they're going to pick up your emotional tone from the way you carry yourself and the way you move. So it's really important when you're communicating with dogs to try to work in those body signals. When you're training your dogs, for example, you just don't train your dog to the word sit, for example. You go sit, you add in that hand signal, and that will help to guarantee that the dog will understand. The second thing which you have to understand is that dogs pick up your emotions from the tones of that you use when you're speaking. And they can pick up things like anger and happiness and that sort of thing. So if you want the dog, if your dog's being skittish about something, somebody's put a rotating fan on the floor or whatever else it is, and the dog won't approach it, the way that you do that is you approach it, that's body language, and then you make happy sounds. Oh, look at that, isn't that interesting? And that sort of thing. So the voice rises up. Dogs respond to 3 dimensions of sound. One is pitch, high versus low. So high means non-threatening. Oh, look at that. And low is much more threatening, like no kind of thing. They also respond to things like the duration of the sounds and whether or not they're repeated. So if you do something like quick, 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 that's going to get the dog's attention much, much better than look at me or something else, which is not a lot of recognition. The other thing which you have to understand about dogs, if you're trying to communicate with them, and this is the secret to understanding dog behavior, is that the average dog has a mind which is equivalent to a human 2 to 3-year-old. That means to say that the average dog can understand about 165 words. And that includes signs, signals, and that sort of thing.